Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our TOCA Race Driver 3 career mode. We will be racing in the British GT Cup again for this episode, and I believe we're racing in the Noble car. We're not going to do any qualifying because the grids are quite small and qualifying just takes up a lot of time, and I want to end the episode. I just want to race, really. So here is this beautiful Noble. Well, I don't know if it's beautiful. It's alright. It'd be better if it was blue, like the Corvette. Right, so we're starting right at the back of the grid here at Orton Park International Circuit. Remember, the first corner is flat out. Oh, we lose the back end. We somehow managed to hold it. I thought we were going to run straight into blower through there, but we somehow didn't. We tried to get around the outside of Mr. Ward in his Corvette, but his car kind of just jumped out into us, which is fine. I think blower was on my inside. We don't get the best of exit, but look at that. Aethers is just pulling away like a madman. Okay, I messed up that chicane just a little bit. But come on, let's get our heads down, see if we can close down Aethers. He overtook a Class A car, so he's going to lose a bit of time as that guy gets past. So hopefully that's enough for us to catch up to him. I haven't done any practice here, but whoa. I haven't done any practice here beforehand, so I'm still trying to get used to it. Like I thought that corner was flat out. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do one restart. At least I've got a good understanding of the track now, so we can consider that to have been our practice session. Again, let's go down the inside. No, oh god. Okay, right. Let's just drive sensibly. Essentially, I just thought I did that in the last time we did this, so it'll work again, but it didn't. So let's just drive normally. Again, we see a space, we turn in, but that guy shuts the door. We get a decent exit out of the left turn, and look at that, the VX gets a great exit, but he's got no straight line speed, it seems. And we slow down way too much, and we're still down in third place. We get a better exit this time. We're pulling away from the two red cars behind, or the two orangey cars. And we get a good exit through the second bus stop, and we're right on Ward's tail here. We don't drag the car out, we just let it go out, unlike Ward. Although, saying that, we carried more speed than him in, but we just ran into the back of him, which was a shame. It is easy, mate. You have to be careful putting the power on there. You go over a crest and it just unsettles the car. We're on the outside, unfortunately, and we just don't have the speed in this car. This Scottish engineer is getting way too excited over slipstreaming. Oh. We just can't find a way to get past him, and Baton is catching us up rapidly. Is he going to go down the inside? No, we're going to shut off the door before he can. And we get on the power as early as we can through the corner. We were braking, and then I just lifted off the brake, put the accelerator back on, just to make sure I could get it down Ward's inside. And we just lost so much time behind Ward that we're never going to catch Aethers or Athers. stepping the back end out through that corner. Let's. I don't really want the cockpit view. Now we'll actually be able to take this properly. Just a lift at the start and then power on. We get a decent exit. Aethers is just so quick here. It's ridiculous. Just trying to find the right amount of power to put through that corner. One of the trickiest corners to put the power on, I think. Definitely in this series, and without a shadow of a doubt in this track. So let's see what kind of a lap we can do now that we have clear air. It's almost like there's a Class A and there's a Class B here, but Aethers is in like a Class A.5. I mean, we are keeping our distance to the guys behind, but Aethers is just in another league. But you don't get extra points for winning by a large margin. It's the same points, so as long as we can beat him in one of the next races, it's all fine. I honestly don't think there's anyone who can play this game who... Right, one sec. Sorry about that, just had to deal with some stuff. Right, so, I can't remember where I am, but let's go. Okay, we were on the last lap, I completely forgot. I had to go for about I had to go for about 5 minutes to sort something out, so, yeah. And as a result, ran wide there, just forgot what the track was. Then I had to brake. Back end sliding everywhere. Let's see what time we get. It's going to be a high 28.
That was a great effort.
29 flat. We probably could have got 28.5 if we hadn't run wide. And it's the fastest lap as well. He pulled out 11 seconds over us. Not Athers. Ahlers? Ahlers? I'm not sure. Right, but we're only 2 points behind, which means if we get a good result here at Silverstone, we will retake the lead of the championship. We just need to beat him by 1 spot, because it goes 10, 6, 8, 4 as a point system. We've got Ward down our inside, he gets through us, and we are now in solid last. Right, it looks like we're doing the full racetrack. As we go around the outside of him through Beckett's. But we have to slow down too much to keep the car stable, and we don't quite hold it. But Aylers is getting away. He's trying to make a move on Baton round the outside, going into Stowe. Can he make it stick? No, Baton squeezes him wide. We get a really good run out of Stowe. Which way do we go? We have to go to the outside. Ward squeezing us. What a dirty bastard. A complete arsehole he is. And now we've lost so much time just because he can't. I'm really pissed off with him. He must be upset from the last race that we found a way past him. Right, I'm just going to restart because that really annoyed me and I didn't feel like we were going to catch them up anymore. So let's start again here at Silverstone, starting from 4th place. It's going to be on our inside. Yeah. Oh. Let's see what we can do this time going through maggots. This time we push him out wide, give him some of his own treatment. But this is great news. The VX220 of Blower has overtaken Aylers, but Aylers is back up the inside going into Stowe corner. Can Mr. VX do anything about it? We run wide. Look, we were just focusing on the VX too much. We slide it through down the inside, and now we've got a good buffer to Ward. So let's see if we can get our heads down and catch up the guys ahead. Oh, not like that, we can't. Oh, come on. We're driving so badly. Right, anyway, we're in 4th. I think 1st and 2nd are just too quick. Those two cars are ridiculously fast. So we're just going to have to fight for 3rd place here. There is no turning on this car at all. It's ridiculous. Cops can't even take it flat on this game. And I know in real life you can't actually take it flat, but on this... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. Right, let's just keep it together this time. Whatever happens, I'm just going to go with. If we come dead last, we've come dead last. really annoys me how he always gets me going into that corner. I can't do anything, I can just go full speed. We get a really good run going out through Max Beckett's and Chapel, I believe the third one's called. We've got the VX on our inside, but maybe we can get a really good run through Stowe. Yes, we do it. No. Oh. VX tapped our rear wheels and I thought I was going to lose the car. But it's been a great start from us, going from 5th to 2nd place. And we've got a buffer to Ayla, so as it currently stands, if it finishes like this, we will be leading the championship. Hopefully we can pull away from VX man and he can give us a nice buffer to Ayla. But as I say that, Ayla's makes his way through. Meanwhile, we're just giving this everything we've got, but struggling so much. We're keeping the gap to Baton somewhat stable, but I feel like going through Cops and Maggots and Beckets is where we can really gain time on them. Now watch the closing speed of Ayla's. Just had to tap the brakes going through there, and we pulled a decent gap. But we just don't have the pace to challenge Baton. We pull away from Ayla's to Maggots and Beckett, so that seems to be our corner at the minute. But we just can't keep up with Baton. But 2nd place, I'll take it. We will move to joint 1st in the championship as it stands. Right, let's get Stowe right. We run wide, but it's okay. We kind of keep the gap to Ayla's. Just 1.5 laps left. 1.5 laps, but it will feel like an absolute age. Our VX friend has fallen into last. We needed him as our points or gap buffer in both terms of this race and the championship. But as it stands, if the race finishes like this, I believe it will become a 3-horse race for the championship between myself, Ayla's and Baton. Ward finished 3rd in the last race, but Baton was quicker, so he will be kicking himself that he couldn't do better at Alton. What kind of lap times are we doing? Ayla's right on us again, as we set at 1:38.4. We somehow hold it through their flat out. You just have to turn in really early, it seems. And it just sticks for about half a second and then it just starts to lose grip. Great run through Maggots and Beckett's. And we've pulled a nice gap. I think we'll be able to hold it. Hold on to 2nd, I mean. It's going to be our 2nd race where we finish in 2nd place. And 1st is an absolute mile ahead of us. For Stowe, you just need to brake and have faith when you put the power on. Ideally, you want to hit the apex, but sometimes you miss it. But if you miss it, don't slow down to try and make the apex. Just hold the power in and let it run wider, because you have so much exit space through that corner. Ayla's is right on our tail. I think we might take a defensive line here. Right, it's not close. We move over to the outside. We slow down nice and early, get a good run through that corner. Ayla's won't be able to challenge us as we make our way into the stadium. And we now come into Brooklands, just 3 corners to go. We get the power on, we slow down a bit too much. Through Luffield. Let's try and get a good exit. Tyres screeching, and now through Woodcut to finish the race. Can we hold on to 2nd? He's catching, but I think we've got it. We'll take that 2nd place. 1:38.7. 38.4 was our fastest lap time. What did Baton do? Only 3/10 quicker, but I think we should take that. Ayla's had a lot more pace, but I think we were definitely quicker than Ward and Blower. So now we lead the championship from Ayla's. Baton 1 point behind us, and I think Ward and Blower are out of contention. Even if we finish last, we will lose 6 points. So as long as we don't finish last, we finish 4th, we will come 3rd in this championship. And I believe this is the last race. Let me just check. Finish 3rd or above in the championship. Well, there we go. Can we get a good start? It's alright, but as usual, Ward gets a way better start than us. He opts for the outside round Blower, so we'll be able to knit through on the inside. Big mistake by him there. We look at the outside. As we see Blower, we brake really late and cut in front of him. It's Baton and Ayla's in front of us. At the minute, we will finish 3rd in the championship, and Baton will win. We get an alright exit, but we lose the back end slightly through there, and it's cost us. And now Blower and Ward are catching us up going down this long straight. This corner is flat out in the Formula Palmer Audis. We're going to lift off, and we probably could have held more speed. The VX. Whoa! The VX has loads of grip, but it's slow in a straight line. And that's its issue. Otherwise, it would be one of the fastest cars here. So that's why he was just able to keep up with us so well. But again, Ward goes for the outside. He hasn't learned from the last race. We look at the outside. Blower covers it. We go down the inside. And we take Ayla's this time as well. But we don't have the traction coming out. Ayla's will be alongside us. He goes, can we get a cut back? No. We're going to have to settle for 3rd for now. But we know we can get a good exit out of this corner. And we just run too wide. We just need to slow it down a bit more going in. It just seems that it's really easy to carry too much speed. Ayla's is ridiculously quick in a straight line, it seems, but it's slow through the corners. So that first right-hander is indeed flat out. This second right-hander is flat out as well. And we've pulled away from Ward and Blower as we tap the brakes going through the right-hander, jump over the bump. Get the power on nice and early through this left-hander. We can just see Ayla's gold name shining every now and then as we get closer through braking zones. No. Oh. Can we hold it? Do we move over to the inside? Can we cover him? Yes, we can. Yes, I did drive really dirty against Wood because I hate him for what he did to us at Autumn. And we run wide. And we are in last. We just tried. We just tried way too hard to race with the leaders, and it cost us. We could have stayed in third if we hadn't made that mistake and fought for third, but now I think it's going to be extremely difficult to fight. And the car just runs wide. Right, this will be the last restart. I think I just have to accept that I can't race with first and second. So it's damage limitation. Let's just take third. Ward just never seems to learn from his mistakes. We get the good exit. Oh, we somehow slow down in time to avoid hitting Ayla's rear. Right, and that's it. Ayla's and Baton are gone now. They're racing for the championship. We're just racing for third place. And we get a bad run through the corner yet again. I'm just looking in my mirror, seeing which way Ward's going and then covering him off. But I lift off this time. I don't want repeats of the previous race. There's pretty much no chance that Ward can win this. And we catch up a lot to Ward. Can we go down the inside here? Yes, we can. But he holds it around the outside. Fantastic racing from Blower. we just don't have as much grip. It's like our car's right in the middle, and it means that we can't really gain enough time anywhere. We run wide. It's not been a good championship for us. I think this will be the first championship where we've actually failed to win one of the races. And we're not even going to get a podium for every race. We get an alright exit this time, I think. But we're still on our second lap. We have 1.5 laps to go. Maybe there is time. But we're going to have to absolutely get everything spot on. We get the apex really nicely through there. Flat out through there as well, but we don't seem to be pulling away from Ward.
If you want to keep your pace, keep off the infield. It will only slow you down.
And we run wide, but Ward runs wide as well. We managed to take him. I'm going to have to give up on getting Blower as well. He's just too quick too. In fact, he's catching up to Ayla's and Baton. That's how quick he is. So we're just going to have to stick with 4th. We just haven't had the car this season. But we've tried to drive the socks off this thing, and we're going to get through, but just by the skin of our teeth. He's right there. We're going to lift off going through here. We don't want to run wide. But he catches up to us as a result. He's not going to go for the inside, is he? No, he goes for it. And he spins us out. He didn't have half his car alongside us, so he should get a penalty from the stewards for that, but that never happened, so there you go. I'm done. We just have not had the pace. We should have had 4th, but we had an incident, and we're going to take... Yeah, 1:15.9 was our best. The best here was, wow, 4 seconds off. And we finished a solid 3rd. Baton wins the championship. So good racing from him. So that's our first ever 3rd place. Everything else we either won or came 2nd in. So that is a shame. But next we have Super International Trucks. And I think we'll go with that, followed by the 1960s Grand Prix. But that's been the end of episode 15. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Subscribe if you want more, all of that kind of stuff. And until next time, guys, stay milky.